Welcome to Three Guys, Three Questions. In this lightning round, we test the limits of propriety through the questions you ask us, and later we'll follow up on listener questions and comments from the previous episode. Without further ado, here's our first question. This comes from Cammie's Thoughts via Twitter. She says, Aaron L.M. Goodwin, that's my Twitter handle. Aaron L.M. Right. Yeah, Aaron L.M. Goodwin. Do you still snore like a duck? So she sent that specifically to me.
But we're all going to answer it. So my answer is I've never heard a duck snore. So I don't know how I would be able to compare it
I don't think
a person.
I don't think she means, is my snore equivalent to a duck's snore? I think she means, is my snore equivalent to whatever sounds a duck makes?
Oh, that's what she should have asked then.
Well.
Do you still snore like this way a duck sounds?
That's like, don't be hostile to our listeners.
It's been a long week, okay?
You should, you know what? I mean, I don't feel like I'm sharing too much, but you should know what
oversharing is our aesthetic.
You should know what I sound like when I sleep.
When you snore? I don't know if I'd necessarily describe it as a duck, though.
Could you maybe reenact it?
No, it's been too long. It's been a while. And the problem is the times I've heard you snore before, there are other distractions of snoring as well.
Yeah, we were like competing. What do you think, Adam?
Oh no, I think when you snore, you just make quacking noises. Quack 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 quack.
How disarming would that be? Like you're a burglar and you're coming into a house, you're quack quack quack.
My mom and dad both snore. And I remember when I was a kid, I'd hear my dad snore, and it sounded like kind of like like he's a cow. But then my mom would snore, and it sounded like and I was like, it's like a cow and a sheep in there. So it makes sense that I'm another barnyard animal and I'm a duck. But Cammie asked that question because she has tapes that her husband recorded of me snoring, and I think it's her ringtone. I think she's got like a shrine to me where like my snoring is just looping constantly.
Kind of like Helga and Hey Arnold.
I don't get that reference.
I don't know. Only 90s kids will get that reference. Number 3 is woke AF. All right. Let's move on to the next question. This is from Kyle via the Stuffy Slack. What do you call your grandmother?
I call my grandmother Grandma.
Hey, me too. Same.
Grandma.
Yeah, grandma.
No, there's no D in it. It's just
grandma. Yeah, and not grandmother.
Grandmother.
Well, wait, we didn't. Andrew, what's yours?
Shall we be intolerant to the peasants today, grandmother?
I call her the grand parental unit.
That's
but I don't know if she likes it.
That's different.
Is she a robot?
No, she's the overlord. I'm joking. I don't know. Just grandma, I guess.
You guess? Like you don't know what you call her, or?
Well, I'm not here. Like it's not something I'm like I don't think of it like on the way to her house. I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure I call her this. Gotta make sure I call her this. I'm like, oh, hey, grandma. Dang it, that was wrong. I was gonna call her grandma or something like that.
To get more specific, I call my grandma Josh, even though her name is Barbara.
I feel like everyone's grandmother's name is Barbara.
Barbara. Like my mom is a grandma, and she is her grandchildren refer to her as Grammy, which I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, good thing I don't have children because I don't have to worry about that.
If you had children, you'd be
look
like,
at it this way.
Okay.
Every one of those children has gotten a Grammy, and you haven't.
I was just gonna say, like, you should just, if you had kids, you just tell them, like, don't be like those freaking other kids.
I don't want to start fights.
Don't be
but it's like they were
weird cousins.
They were first, so they got to pick. You know what I mean?
Oh, I guess that's true.
And I have no say in the matter. I'm not gonna fight it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it either. All right, this last question comes from Ultra Nerd via Twitter. what's your favorite show tune / musical? And I just want to answer because I'm so excited to answer this because it is.
You're wrong because that's my answer, but keep going.
It's the best musical, and it is Music Man. The Music Man.
You're wrong.
That is
the best musical is Hamilton.
Okay. Music Man was the first musical, to my knowledge, to have rapping in it. Okay. that was just so ahead of its time.
But is it about the founding fathers?
No, it's about a traveling salesman who dupes a town into buying musical instruments.
It's funny because
Hamilton's way better. People die in it.
Oh, that's a good. That's
you just spoiled it for me. I haven't seen it. Way to go!
And also, I don't think that's a good selling point, really. But okay.
My favorite.
You get emotionally invested, and then people die, and then you cry. It's great.
Well, okay. Mine has a song called Shapoopy.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Andrew?
Mine has a cabinet meeting. That's
okay.
A rap battle. So there's that.
I mean, that's cool that you like it. That's cool.
Here's the thing, Adam. You're just trying to be cool and hip because you know all the white girls all crazy about Hamilton and you want on their good side. I see your game.
You just want to slide into their pumpkin spice.
Yes, exactly.
I'm not on a pumpkin spice.
Something yoga
That's
pants.
not what's happening.
Andrew, what's your answer? Is yours the same as mine?
I was going to say Music Man, but my second favorite is actually the monorail song from The Simpsons,
which is basically the
which
Music
is based
Man.
on Music Man. So, yeah.
Monorail. Yeah.
Fun fact: Conan O'Brien wrote the entire episode and even the music.
That's a fun one. I like it.
I felt myself feeling jolly when you were saying it. It was fun. Fun fact.
Well, let's do some follow up and feedback to go along with our fun facts. Andrew, I don't know if you even remember, but
I do. It was not
you
that long
said you were
ago.
going to write things down this week. How's that going?
It's been going. Like, I've been like super stressed out lately. And I don't know, having a list of all the things I need to have accomplished has really helped me out as much as I was hoping to. Because when you can see all you have to accomplish in one place,
yeah,
it kind of is a little overwhelming.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I will say it was nice to be able to break things down and to see the little things I had to do and be able to cross them out, especially when I was done.
That feels really good. So when I was going to your school, because we went to the same college, I had tons of coursework because I took way too many credits at the same time because I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah, don't do that.
And I would make a reminder. I like had a list in the reminders app in my iPhone or on iOS and on my Mac. And I just put every single assignment, every single thing I needed to do all week. I had like saved a template, so I would just every week dump it back in and then add anything that's different. And like on some weeks, it was like, I want to say like 85 items, which is just like when you see it, when you see it all written out like that, it's just like, you know what? I quit. So I understand. I understand how you feel.
So that's how my week's been going. It's been really great because then you start to like try to weigh the pros and cons about each item. Like, do I really need to read those chapters of the book, or do you think I could just?
Can I skip?
Can I just pretend like I know what I'm doing for the rest of this week?
Well,
and the answer is no, but I still do it.
Godspeed, Andrew. You'll survive. The next item in our follow up is also having to do with notes. We asked in the last episode, what did we said we want you to write down as you're listening to the show.
Yeah. Take notes, because I mean, this is the equivalent to a college course.
Right. This is just like a really good lecture basically that you're getting for free.
Yeah, you can get your degree in queries if you want.
Mhm.
That's not true because that's what I do. Queries for databasing is not fun.
But queries for people are fun.
So we had some of our listeners send in photos of their show notes, and I like so here's a boy named Boom notes. I like real talk Adam. He likes real talk Adam. Writing things down taken to the next level. What?
Really impressed by a boy named Boom's note. because he knew that it was me and not Aaron or not Andrew. Good on you, Boom.
He actually wrote about how the trash juice, because we talked about garbage juice.
Oh yeah.
In the last episode, is probably because the fermenting sugars in your rotten trash soup. So
that sounds delicious.
He wants us to he wants us to define successful in terms of a relationship, which I don't. That's a whole other thing.
I don't know. Both parties are happy. How about that?
Yeah, and they have the high probability of remaining happy for the foreseeable future.
Neither of them want to leave the relationship, I think.
They're both in it to win it.
Good criterion.
Kyle Roderick sent us his notes, and it's just the heading 3G3Q, a bullet point that says make notes, and then that's it. So
good. I want to say good effort, Kyle.
Yeah. Starting's half the battle.
Write this down, Kyle. Be better at making notes.
And then I think probably my favorite comes from Joe Rosensteel, Mr. at Joe Steele. And it's just his whole page says in all capital letters, WTF, Adam. And then like an anger squiggly mark down the rest of the page, as if to say, this page is reserved for my statement. Nothing else can be written here because WTF, Adam is all that there is.
Which is really funny because that's what it says in all my notes too.
And it was, I believe it was in regards to your quote unquote life hack about not moving your alarm, which is I'm still angry about. It's just like the stupidest thing.
Is it a response to that, or is it a response to my notes that I wrote down when I tweeted out that we wanted other people's notes?
I don't know.
Because that picture from the 3 Guys 3 Questions account just says tweet us your 3G3Q notes, and then there's a picture of my handwriting that says everybody loves tender succulent meat.
It could be.
I think it's more upset about life hack. I like to think of it that way because I'm still upset.
Oh no, I asked him, so I'm looking on Twitter. I said, please tell me this is about the alarm shenanigans. And he just replied in all lowercase letters, life hack.
Is there something is there a reverse life hack? Because I think we need to talk about that because it's
it's like a life complication. All right. The next bit of follow-up, when we were recording, I discovered that Adam really didn't know who Merlin Mann was. I referenced him vis-a-vis life hacks. And so I said, I'm going to make a list of the things you need to listen to from Merlin Mann. And so I made a blog post on my top Merlin shows, and it's 5 things you need to listen to in order to get the full Merlin, to understand and comprehend.
The full Merlin is also a wrestling move.
You really just gotta open up the Merlin kimono.
And so, and for those who read that, I also, Adam, if you happen to go through all of this and at the end think that just wasn't enough, that 8 hours of of this one person is not enough, then I have appendices where I've listed some of the best shows from other shows he's done, best episodes from other shows. So that's up and they'll be in the show notes. So Adam, I just want to know when are you going to get started on this?
I don't know, soon. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, the list only went up today, and I saw it when I was playing video games. So
right, you couldn't listen while you're playing video games?
No. I'm intensely focused.
I don't know how video games work, so
I think I'll tell you what I'll do. When I listen to it, I'll take notes.
Yeah, take notes. That'll be good. Okay, and then the last thing is a new app has launched called Anchor that I have been beta testing for like a year. And the reason I'm beta testing it apparently is that the creators of the app found out about me through this show, or maybe my guest appearance somewhere else. Because of the podcast.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
And so it's actually a really cool, fun thing, and I've been trying to tell people on there about our show. So welcome any listeners who have found their way to us from that. It's a cool app. It's almost like like Instagram for voice. Like it's like all audio messages that you send back and forth.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's actually really, really, really fun to hear people, and I've been really surprised at how nice people are, because I guess when you can actually hear a real human voice, you realize that that person on the other end of the internet
is the person
is actually a human being, and so you're like a little bit more decent. Yeah, so it's been fun. So check that out. Follow me on there if you're a fan of the show, listener. That's it. That's all for this episode. I just want to thank you for listening. And would you like us to cover your quandary or settle a debate? Well, you can send your questions to us and we'll provide answers as deep and as meaningful as the ones we just gave. And I think we can all agree those were pretty deep and meaningful, right, guys?
I feel fulfilled.
Yes.
I just realized the word fulfilled has the word full and filled in it.
It's literally the laziest word. It's like, how can we make a word where something is full, but then also you are filling it? Fulfilled.
Done. All right.
Next word.
So there's several ways for people to get a hold of us and send us your questions. You can tweet them with the hashtag Ask3G. Leave a voicemail or text at 760-881-4382 or submit it via Tumblr.
Also, if you see us on the street, you can just grab us and just scream,
shake us by the lapels. Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's your favorite pizza topping? And we'll do it on the show.
Yeah. And other than that, I just want to remind you to question everything.
Everything.